Hey guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, May 31st, 2011. Tomorrow will be June. My kids are already on summer vacation, so my schedule has settled down a lot. There's no carpooling. I do still have kids take music lessons, things like that, but my daughter has a license and drives now, so that's a huge help. Wednesday last week, Craft Magazine or Craft Design, I guess now, they don't actually have an imprint magazine anymore. They picked up my Harry Potter quilt and posted it, and it's actually the second time they posted it, but the first time they posted it with a bunch of other quilts. This time they posted just my quilt with a little explanation of my quilt, and they even mentioned the Project of Doom, which I thought was really awesome. But what ended up happening, and this is the crazy part, is that all these other social media places and blogs and stuff started picking it up, and the last count that I had, Craft, The Daily Watt, Geekology, Uniblog, Trendsetter, Anglotopia, and a couple of others all picked up and posted pictures. Posted my picture of my my quilt, and told varying degrees of accurate stories about it, and it actually was kind of funny to watch it progress as the day went by, because the story got a little less accurate as the day went by. My inbox exploded. I got a million emails, Twitter messages, I got text messages, I got all kinds of stuff. Anyway, it was fun. It was kind of crazy because that quilt, as you guys probably know, was designed in 2007. I will actually put the video that I made talking about my Harry Potter story, in which I explain my quilt a little bit more here. And then I have a little music video that I did that's all sort of a slideshow of all of my quilt here, so you can see that. Because, you know, that quilt, it's super duper special to me, because that is where my Harry Potter paper piecing group came from. That's where it grew from. And the majority of my online friends now are in that group, or at least, you know, watch it or know something about it. And so it's really important to me. So anyway, that was fun, and it was crazy, and it's entertaining to see pop up everywhere. And you guys don't worry about me getting my feelings hurt from the haters, because I don't care about the haters. The haters have nothing better to do than sit home and hate. So we can sit home and sew and be positive and just ignore the haters. I got lots of good mail, and I also got some sewing done. So as you can see on the side, I received 4 extra credit blocks in the mail. And I'll have to turn around to look at them to tell you who they're for. This is from Luna Neela. This one is from Jessica in London, England. This is from Carrie B. And this one is from Lori in Florida. So 4 more of those. And this is my bag of blocks. So I've got all the blocks plus the envelopes they came in, because I want to keep track of who all sent and make sure that I don't forget who anybody is. So that's growing, and I put them up like this because I wanted you to see kind of how it looks when you put them together. So that's going to be really cool. And I also pieced my block this weekend, and I'm going to hand embroider my name on there. I haven't done it yet. The one I used for an example in the beginning was actually a mock-up I did in EQ7. Mine is my background color, and then I did the 4 corners as Hogwarts colors, and I did them from fabrics that I've used in my quilts. So Project of Doom is getting very exciting. Tomorrow is week 20, which is 2/3 of the way done with the individual blocks, so that's really super exciting. And I've mentioned it before, but if you make it through block 15, that is the last hard block you'll have to do. After that, there are no more 5s. I don't know, did I do any 5s? There are no more 4s, I can tell you that. All the rest of the blocks are 3 or less, and most of them are going to be 1s and 2s, and you guys are you're gonna fly through them, you're gonna have a good time. They're fun blocks. And anyway, so we're getting close, we're almost there. Poppies from the Past is done, thanks to the help of some friends, and I have one of our trusty Talk to Me Tuesdayers, who is also a regular Sew Hook shop visitor, is testing this out for me. And so once she's okayed the pattern and made sure that I don't have any errors and that the yardage all makes sense, I will have this for sale in the Sew Hook shop. It's called, like I said, it's Poppies from the Past, and the reason I call it that is I saw a block of this that was a really big block. It was like 15, 16 inches, and it was all hand pieced and hand appliqued, and it was a little bit lopsided and whatever, but it was striking, and I thought it was really cool. So I drafted it completely as a paper piece pattern, and then did this really cool layout with it. And so I just think I like the way it looks. These are actually 7-inch blocks, so you could use any of the 5-inch patterns, and you can either add more sashing into that, or you could just enlarge them and then use those patterns in this layout. So it's kind of a versatile layout. I really want to do more of those where I do a layout that includes multiple blocks like classic film, but this one is mostly paper pieced. It's pieced a lot like tree trimming. You'd think I'd know the name of that pattern after all this time. It's pieced a lot like tree trimming, and in that it has a center piece, and then it has sashing, and then it has flying geese on the sides. It doesn't have the ends like tree trimming does. And these are wider, different, obviously not the same kind of flying geese, and a lot less of them. But anyway, so really happy with the way this came out, and I think it's going to be fun to share. And I did some other colorways of this in EQ, which came out really cool. I did a purple and a blue that came out really cool, and I did a red, white, and black that came out really cool. So I really want to make another one of these in contemporary fabrics. These are Civil War reproduction fabrics, and I think something really contemporary like batiks or something would be awesome. So I am going to do something like that with it so that we can see what it looked like. Embroidery. I'm going to move this way. This is block 5 of the Bluebird Quilts, block of the month. I was going to show you all 5 that I've done so far again. You've seen the first 4 already, but I was going to put all 5 of them up there, but I can't find the first 4. I took it to my bee for show and tell, and I think it's still in the bag that I took for that bee, which was like a month ago, so that's sad. So I'm going to find that, and I will get them all together. And there are more of these, and from what she's showing, they're actually going to go on point like this. So they'll go on point. There'll be 1 in the middle, and then 4 of you know, be 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and then there will be setting blocks in between. And my understanding is that those are going to be paper piece, but I'm going to wait and see what those look like and go from there. These have been really good practice for me for hand embroidery. I've almost finished with my 3rd Project of Doom block embroidering that, and my goal is to have all of them embroidered by the end of the summer. End of August, end of September at the absolute latest. I really want to do it before school starts, but you know, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen this summer, because I want to have my quilt top pieced in the fall, and my blocks are almost completely done. I am ahead of you guys, but I haven't finished them yet because as I've gotten feedback from people, I've tweaked some of the future patterns to make sure that I'm trying to get in everything that people are kind of pining for. There's not much room for change at this point because I don't have that many blocks left to piece, but still, there's still some to come, and there are still some really important items that haven't shown up in a quilt yet, and I think you will enjoy what's coming in the future weeks. I got some mail, so let me do that really quick. When Paige sent her block, she also sent, she's been sending pin cushions for the monthly prize on Harry Potter paper piecing. So these will be included in future prizes. I'm going to put those in my big box of goodies that I have, and I really do have a big box of goodies that I use for prizes for the community, and those will go in future prizes. I got a mail from Woozle Mom from Linda. So if you're watching, Linda, I did get your mail, and I have not actually done this yet, and I think I want to do it on camera, so I'm waiting. I want your opinion on that first. So Linda sent me what she says is called a groaner ball, and it is this big purple ball, and this is crepe paper, like the kind you hang up for decorations, and we've got an owl, and Hedwig says start unraveling here. And she tells me that it's full of pieces of paper and other things. So Linda, what I want is your opinion. Should I do this as a Talk to Me Tuesday video, or should I do it with my family? I would be happy to do it either way. You said to do it with my family. But you guys are my family too, so I really want your opinion on what you would like to see me do. I think it would be fun to do on camera, but my family is not going to be on Talk to Me Tuesday because they don't want to be. But if you want me to do it on camera, let me know and I will do it for you guys, and we can film it and see what kind of goodies and little bits of paper inside. I'm really curious. I've never seen one of these before, and I've resisted temptation for the last 2 days, so let me know. Let me know what you want, and that's what I will do. I'm looking around my craft room and I'm not really seeing anything. You know, I go back and forth. I say craft room, I say sewing room, I say project room. Sometimes I call this the office because this was our office for a really long time when my husband had a giant bank of computers before we all switched to laptops. So what do you call the room that you work in? Do you call it your sewing room, your project room, or you know, your room or your space or your corner or your closet, wherever you work? I have actually had a sewing machine in a closet before. That was my first sewing room. So what do you call your space? I'm just curious because I can't seem to settle on a name for mine, and it's, you know, I sometimes jokingly call it my studio. It's my this is the Sew Hooked studio, but I have all kinds of stuff in here. I have a table for my laptop, I have my sewing machine, my cutting table, my boys have a place where they paint their minis. I have office stuff where I have my printer and all my paper and stuff. I've got my design walls back here. I've got a closet full of supplies. I've got bookshelves. It's sort of like, it's a project room, I guess, is probably the best name, but I just can't seem to call it that. So what do you guys call yours? I'm just curious. Next time I see you, it's gonna be June. It's already hot here. We've already had a 100-degree day, and I'm gonna get to see very soon Jewel 68, HP 5 Freak, and Torn Portfolio. I'm incredibly excited about all 3 of them coming to see me. They are coming to my house. And if at all humanly possible, I will get them on camera, because there is nothing more fun than seeing more than one Talk to Me Tuesdayer in the same video, especially when it's people you don't usually see together. So I guess that's it. I've rambled for a really long time. I edited way down last week, and you guys told me you didn't want me to do that anymore, so I will leave this one long. You guys have a great week. Be crafty, be inspired, stay cool, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.